Thank you. Thank you very much. Believe it or not, this is not some third world country or garbage dump, or it is kind of a garbage dump in a way. This here is downtown Manhattan, about 2 blocks from Wall Street, where the liberal hippie communist thugs have been allowed to set up some kind of little village. I think it's a little like they want to be back in Woodstock, most of these liberal hippie communists, and they live in there in their tents. Now, this picture was taken about 5 a.m. You see one of the hippies covered their face up because they don't want anybody to see them. They got a doggy there. It's a nice doggy. I think it's a conservative dog. I'm sure that dog don't want to be there. But inside each one of them tents is a communist, is an Obama supporter, is someone that wants to tear down America. And they are being allowed to live in this here park in lower Manhattan. I don't know how long. I sure hope the cold weather and the snow comes real soon, and you'll see them scamper out of there real fast, hopefully. I prefer that we give the coordinates to the Pentagon, and we have a drone. Thank God the New York Police Department is keeping a close eye on them. They got the police tower there, so we know where they are. We could send one Predator drone, I think, would be all it would take with a Hellfire missile. But unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen. And you see, they got a sign that says "God Bless America." That's what they want. They want a God Bless America. They want an America without God. You won't find one Bible here. You won't find one religious tract. But what you will find is a copy of the Communist Manifesto. What you will find is a lot of socialist, hippie, claptrap reading. Now, look at this hippie. He's stoned out of his mind. He's just stoned, sitting there. I mean, these are the people that are trying to tear down Wall Street and that the liberal media is saying are protesters. They're not protesters. They are bums. Richard Nixon had it right. Richard Nixon called them bums 40 years ago, and they're bums today. And it's just a shame. It's just a shame that we allow them to be in lower Manhattan. They got a sign that say rebuild. I don't know what they're talking about rebuilding. Rebuilding what? Rebuilding Woodstock? They had a concert here. I hear that fat idiot David Crosby, and don't get me wrong, he's a good musician and everything, but he's a fat idiot. He ought to be back in jail in Texas with George W. Bush and Richard Perry taking care of him. Now that looked like a penthouse tent. There's a couple of tents that are better than the other ones, so they must have maybe some of the rich children of these hippie creeps uh, set up these special tents. But most of them are just living in huts. There's another little special tent. They got a first aid station. That ought to be the first thing that the Predator drone take out if I were president. There's another special big tent, and God knows, there must be a group of hippies in there, and God knows what they do in there. I don't want to know. But most of them are just squatted down in these little tents. I mean, I just don't know why we are allowing this. We have to stop this. You got to write your congressman. You got to write your senator. We got to say, throw these hippies out of New York. Get rid of these communists. We don't need no communists telling Wall Street what to do. Wall Street's done a great job for the last 100 years. It'll do a great job for the next 100 years. And if people are mad because they don't make money in Wall Street, well, that's their problem. These hippies don't. These hippies probably invested some money and lost it, and they're mad. Well, just too damn bad. You see, coming up here on Broadway, They are on Broadway and Cedar Street. So President Obama, well, you won't do it, but the next Republican president, if they still there, you know where to send the Predator drones. It'd be real easy to turn this place into back into a park with a few less hippies.
Right here. Fire. It's set. There was a verbal command. Point. Fire.
What do they think of that crowd in the mall down there? Did they even mention that, or have they seen it?
Oh, yeah.
God, that's an awful looking group.
It sure is. They had the reaction of these are real bums, and how do you keep people like this off the streets? And they were mad at them, but none of them have gone out to do anything about it.
My fellow Americans, we live in an age of anarchy, both abroad and at home. We see mindless attacks on all the great institutions which have been created by free civilizations in the last 500 years. Even here in the United States, great universities are being systematically destroyed. I would rather be a one-term